Welcome back to Cloud 2K, and today I'm building the oldest team of all time. Let's go. I'm here today at a fantasy draft. We're going to randomly select our team in 3, 2, 1. We end up with the Phoenix Suns. I just did a video on them, but it is what it is. Doesn't really matter. It looks like we do not have a top 10 pick, which is annoying, but I'm building the oldest team of all time. Right now, currently, the oldest team of all time, like for age average-wise, is the 2000-2001 Utah Jazz, which is like 32.6, I believe, off the top of my head. I looked it up earlier. So I'm going to try to build a team to win a championship that has a higher age than that. We have Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, so they just ended up together again, Isaiah Hartenstein, Derek Lively, Paul George, Justin Edwards, Julian Strawther, Ron Holland, Jamal Shead, Lamar Stevens, Josh Richardson, Zeke Naji, Noah Clowney, Chris Murray, and one thing you'll notice is there's a lot of young players. Okay, so this is going to be a fun but difficult challenge of trying to build a team that's able to win while still being probably at least 33 years old on average. So I think my strategy for this video is going to be trying to get a good amount, pretty much my entire roster of guys 33 and above. But I think if I'm able to get that many players above that age, it'll give me kind of wiggle room of them bringing in one good kind of star player below the age limit. Like if we have guys like Chris Paul that are 39, LeBron that's 40, that allows us to dip into the 29, 30-year-old range to kind of offset that. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing we want to do today. Paul George is a guy that technically could stay, but I don't want his contract on my team. Donovan Mitchell, though, should be super great for trading for one of those guys. If we go to the entire league, obviously Shea, Nikola Jokic, these guys are all not quite, the age I'm looking for. Steph Curry is going to be the oldest player, or it's a LeBron James. What am I even talking about? LeBron James on the Houston Rockets is on the target list. Chris Paul on the Knicks on the target list. Taj Gibson, no, whatever. Al Horford on the target list. Then you get down to like Mike Conley's fine, Joe Ingles are fine, but guys like that are like whatever. I want to go talk to the Houston Rockets right now about getting LeBron James, because if we don't get LeBron, I'm going to move on to Steph Curry. But I think for Donovan Mitchell, I would assume they would want to do that because he's much younger. He's, going to be around for a lot longer. So the Suns would acquire $4.5 million more than allowed. We could give you Derek Lively's there, Ron Holland. It's a lot of value. That's a lot of value. Can I get somebody, like, do you have anybody old on your team? Alec Burks, Larry Nance, Brandon Clark? Now, obviously, like, contract-wise, that's not going to work. I need somebody cheap. And that could be Malachi Branham. You give me, and I'm going to throw a pick in there. It's probably going to say, they're probably going to say no. But Donovan Mitchell, Ron Holland for LeBron, Malachi Branham, and a swap first-round pick. There's no trade zone. Hold on. Listen, I know you have a no trade clause in real life, but in the challenge today, I can't have you saying no to my trade because you are the guy to go look for. So we're going to go back to this, to the Houston Rockets. LeBron James for Donovan Mitchell. We're going to add Malachi Branham to this deal. We're going to add a first-round pick to this deal. We're going to give you Ron Holland. That works out contractually wise. Let's see what they say. We like what we have as far as this trade is concerned. What if I just take the first-round pick out? You guys can keep the first-round pick. You like what you have. I'm going to have to go with the first-round pick. Unfortunately, being the Suns, I don't have a lot. They like what they have. What about another first-round pick? What about another first-round pick? What about another first-round pick? They keep saying no. I didn't want to give up somebody much better, but I'm going to probably have to throw Derek Lively in this trade. Not quite. He doesn't make enough money. Isaiah Hartenstein, $476,000, too much. Like if I take Malachi Branham, this Rockets would require $4.5 million, too much. Can I get a Haywood Highsmith instead? You get Hartenstein instead of Ron Holland? No. What if I reverse trade finder for LeBron? It's probably not going to be anything. Like, I guess that would make sense. It's not going to be anything for LeBron. But I'm going to, shoot. That's the guy, man. That's the guy. What if I'm going to make some other trades first to kind of work around the edges. Like if I put Darius Garland into Trade Finder, 24 years old, 88 overall, that should be enough. Franz, Laurie Markkinen, Rudy Gobert, okay. Not James Harden. James Harden's there. We give up a first round pick to get James Harden. I don't love, he's a higher overall. Trae Young might be we get to keep the first round pick with Devin Booker. So I'm going to go ahead and make that trade for Devin Booker. Devin Booker is 27 years old. Okay, so he's older than 24, but still not, not really going to work for this trade. I don't think I want maybe he could just end up being my younger star. I don't really know. Is there anything we can bump up from Devin Booker with? Probably not, but it's worth at least looking in the trade finder. There's still James Harden. There's Kawhi Leonard, who overall wise is better. Trae Young is overall better wise. And I guess technically, will we get to keep our first round pick if we move on to a guy like Trae Young, just straight up a year younger? You kind of just got to get assets and flip them in this. 26, again, is a little too young that I'm afraid that it's not going to offset what I need. So we're going to just put Trae Young back into the trade finder. And I'm hoping by doing this, we just keep bumping up overall by overall. And it looks like we kind of maxed out at a 91 overall, which is fine. But I do think Trae Young could be better. What if I gave you Trae Young for LeBron? That doesn't really make much sense, does it? I don't know if, I would like to keep, if I could keep LeBron, or if I can keep Donovan Mitchell, that would be cool. But I'll give you a Derek Lively as well, and then I'll give you a first round pick there. And what works is we don't have to bring on extra people because Trae Young's contract is a little bit bigger than Darius Garland's. I'm going to keep throwing first round picks at you. They're all swaps. I understand that, but that is Trae Young, Derek Lively, and 4 first-round picks, and they just say no. Who is the next best player I could look for? I am bummed. I would like LeBron on the team, but they're being pretty stingy. It's got to be Steph Curry. It's only a 1 overall drop. He's on the Pacers. I might have a better chance of getting him with Trae Young. Maybe. So let's go to the Indiana Pacers and hopefully get something here. Steph Curry. We're going to give you Trae Young. That is 4.5 to 5-star value. They're obviously going to say no, but I can now give you a bunch of first-round pick swaps, not Donovan Mitchell. A bunch of first-round pick swaps, which I'm having a hard time clicking on for some reason. And I'm hoping maybe we can even keep a Derek Lively in this trade, but it looks like no. Okay. What if I add somebody like a Justin Edwards, 2-star value, which is not as much as I was hoping, but maybe a 2-star value instead of a 1.5 of that first round pick means something. No. Okay. What if I gave you Donovan Mitchell? The Suns would acquire 11. Donovan Mitchell's not making enough money for this. He's just not. I'll give you Derek Lively. I don't want to do it, but it's going to be the best offer we have. We need to bring in a guy of either LeBron or Steph Curry's stature if we want to win a championship. And I'm going to lose all my first-round picks doing this, but we still do have Donovan Mitchell, and these guys just do not want to do this trade. I'm going to have to make some other trades. I got to get this Paul George contract out of here because he's not worth it. Rudy Gobert, DeJounte Murray, and a first could be something. OG Anunoby's there. He's a better player. We also get, Brandon Ingram. I like the OG Anunoby and Clint Capella deal because I think they could we got better players out of the deal, and I think with their contracts, we can trade these guys as well for more. This, again, is going to be a video about getting assets and flipping them. Again, not loving some of the trade offers here. I feel like I'm getting similar trade offers. Again, we can jump up to James Harden, which Kawhi Leonard's right there. I think I'm going to trade for Kawhi Leonard. Again, he's a 91 overall. We get up a first round pick. I understand that. But I'm trying to do anything I can. Kawhi Leonard could be on this team. He's 33 years old. $49 million is a lot of money. But again, him being 33 could stay on the team. I would prefer somebody a little bit better, but it's not happening, it seems like. Isaiah Hartenstein's $30-ish million has got to go somewhere that I don't want him on our team. Jamal Murray's there. Jamal Murray's going to be the trade offer. We give him another first-round pick, I know, also 27 years old. But we're getting better players right now, 94, 91, 91, 87. We're getting good players. It's just about, getting that value up. I don't know where it's going to be. We're making a trade for Franz. And I know that sounds crazy, but I think I'm ready for a LeBron James package now because we have Trae Young, We have Franz Wagner. That's a lot of value, and Franz is not making very much money. So I think that's going to be our key here of getting LeBron. It's not giving them too much money back because they can't afford it. But Trae Young and Franz Wagner for LeBron, they're still going to say no. And unfortunately, we only have one first-round pick now. Yeah, Jamal Shed. You give me back your worst player. It's still Malachi Branham. What if I keep Jamal Shed, first round pick, and I go look at Steph Curry instead on the Indiana Pacers? Because this is not going well. Not gonna lie, this is not going well at all. I was hoping we'd have a better shot at this. They're just not interested. I'm gonna have to figure out something else. Those guys are just not interested no matter what I seem to do. I don't know. We have Donovan Mitchell. Maybe he's just our star and we build out an older team around him. Like, let's go talk to the Knicks about Chris Paul. Like, which I wanted my star to be over 33, but it's apparently not easy to do. We can't trade for those really, really good guys. Chris Paul is making $10 million. Can I give you... I'll give you Clint Capella. They want Lamar Stevens, give us a first-round pick. Boom. We have Chris Paul on our team. That is our first step in getting our older guys on the team. 39 years old really does set the stage a little bit better for us. I'm just going to put Trae Young in a trade finder because with a first-round, top 10 protected Wizards pick could give us something. Tyrese Halliburton is cool, but again, I need somebody older. James Harden is 35. Jaren Jackson is only 25. Dame's 34 with Al Horford. Dame and Al Horford is probably going to be the trade because that's two guys that could stick around. Jimmy Butler's there as well, but I'm going to make the Dame and Al Horford trade. Our point guard room is now Damian Lillard and Chris Paul with Donovan Mitchell as our two guard. Franz, we got a trade, but Kawhi Leonard at the 4, also with a guy like Al Horford as well. So, I mean, I think we got some pieces. I think we definitely got some pieces. Now let's look at some young guys like Ron Holland. And then do we have a bigger contract of a guy I don't want? It's Zeke Naji. Ron Holland, Zeke Naji. What can you get me? I got to fill out kind of the wing spot a little bit more. There's Jamal Murray in the first. Might do it just for value-wise and then turn around and reflip him because, I mean, why not? If we're going to keep getting the 87 overall Jamal Murray in our trade finder, I'd be stupid not to take that. Kristaps is there. I'm not giving up a first-round pick. I'm getting one back in the Jamal Murray trade, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Again, what are we looking at? We have our point guards. We have a two-guard. We got to trade Franz. We got to find a wing, pretty much. So if we have the Franz and the Jamal Murray contract together, that's two really, really good players. That's Cat. Okay, Cat's there. The wing spot is not great. Anthony Davis. You don't even have to look at that because we're going to now make Kawhi Leonard a small forward. So now we can have Anthony Davis and Kawhi Leonard on the court at the same exact time. It's 1, 2, Dennis Schroeder's here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a center. What's our starting center going to look like for a team? I mean, or a power forward, and we can just I don't know. But center, let's the best older center. I mean, Embiid's there. Embiid is there. Rudy Gobert, he has a big contract. Draymond Green. Okay. The center spot's not fantastic for us. It's not fantastic, but Derek Lively and a first-round pick. We'll see. We have a lot of big contracts we took on. 100% have a lot of big contracts. Now, I think we have a really good team. If we can just kind of make some trades around the edges to make this team a little bit older. Aaron Gordon's there. I'm not giving it with Chris Paul, but I might go back and just play with that trade a little bit to get Chris Paul out of that deal. Jeremy Grant, now I'm not really looking at that. Mark Williams is 22. Yeah, they're giving me a lot of younger players, which is cool, I guess, but I need somebody older. Unfortunately, I do. Bobby Portis is 29. Vucevic is 33. And I also get Nembhard back in this. That's dumb. I'm going to do Dennis Schroeder and Julian Strawther. kind of just see if I can bring in anybody older. Karis LeVert's 30. If I can get a first-round pick out of this, which I don't really know if I could for these players, but I would definitely take it. Again, Clint Capella is going to sit there. Who was that? Kelly Olynyk could be a part of the rotation, I guess. Victor Oladipo, no. TJ McConnell and Rocco. We have Chris Paul, though, so there's no point of having TJ McConnell. Not great. Buddy Hield, I'm used to getting, like, served older player. Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's going to be on the team. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Derek Levis got to go. It's still that center spot. And we need the money to trade, which is the issue. Like, $8 million there. That's $13 million. Vucevic would be cool. He's right there. Again, just age-wise, it's kind of what we had to do. Yeah, 34, 39, 28, 34, 33, 31, 33, 38. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We kind of just need like a 4, 5, or 3, 4 off the bench. If we can find some type of wing to come play, I think we have it pretty well locked down. I mean, that Klay Thompson contract's a bit big. The Kawhi Leonard contract's a bit big as well. But we trade a young guy, Noah Clowney, and we trade Jamal Shead, also another young guy, and a first-round pick. I feel like there's got to be some older guy that's just willing to come off the bench and shoot a little bit. Spencer Dinwiddie is not quite that. Okay, maybe it's not there. Maybe what I was looking for is not there. Robert Covington's cool, but I'm not doing that. All right. Okay, so maybe not. But what if I can just turn this into somebody a little bit better and reflip them? I think I did see like Kyle Filipowski, who's again 20. I understand that, but maybe he has a little bit better trade value. But only $3 million is gonna make it tough. Maybe that was a rough trade. Kelly Oubre's 28. Aaron Holiday's 28. First round pick in Garrison Matthews. So finding the wing off the bench is definitely like the tough part of this. I'm not giving up Al Horford for Mark Williams. It doesn't make much sense to me. A first round pick and Robert Covington. I'm going to bring in a first round pick to then turn around and use here in a trade. Johnny Uzang and a first round pick. I'm just, at this point in time, I'm just doing whatever I can to kind of get that last guy off the bench, because it's, they keep wanting to throw me guys that are like 23, 24, and that doesn't work for this video. I might just have to go out and make a trade myself. I saw Victor Oladipo, I understand that, but I don't really want him being that guy. I don't. Let me go out here and see if I can, like, let's go to roster. Let's go to all players, because I don't need somebody great. Like, I just need somebody that's good enough to come in and give us minutes off the bench that's kind of older. And Bojan Bogdanovic is there. Because I like guys, like Jeremy Grant just makes too much money for this team. He just, it's too much money. Alex Caruso, we're going to go talk to the Boston Celtics about Alex Caruso. We have a first round pick to give you, which I don't know how big you are on that, but $9 million, I feel like I can make up. Like Johnny Uzang, maybe I can't. Okay, well, we also need to sign a couple people in free agency because we only have a couple. So maybe I can sign some decent people like Seth Curry, get you... listen, this may be cheating. That's fine with me. I'm going to overpay for a couple free agents because we need... Well, one, we need the bench depth anyway. But, again, we also need to, like, get people on our roster. How many people is that on our roster now? That is 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. We're good there. So now I think we maybe can make a trade for Alex Caruso. If we make this Alex Caruso trade, I think we are pretty set as being a good team. I don't know where we go from there if we cannot get him. Seth Curry's $4 million. And then can I give you Johnny Uzang? No. Alex Caruso is just a little bit outpriced for us, which is not great. Not a great thing that $9 million is outpriced on us. I don't really know. I think Bojan Bogdanovic is there. And I'll give you Seth Curry for Bojan Bogdanovic. You want Ricky Rubio and give me a first-round pick? Boom. We might be cooking something again. I understand this has been a super long intro to the video, but I promise you it's all worth it because we are building a fantastic team. Bojan Bogdanovic and 2 first-round picks. Not 1, but 2 first-round picks. Maybe gets me something better. The market's not super great out there, so maybe it doesn't. But I would be dumb to not at least put it out there. And not looking great. It's not looking great. We can get better players, but just not with our age requirement. And that is the issue. That is the issue. Okay, we might run with Bojan Bogdanovic. At the trade deadline, I definitely could do that. Is there people I feel like I need to get off the team because of age? Johnny Juzang is 23. And then Sandrew, I might just trade both those 2 for older players just because I'm a little bit worried about their age messing this up, especially a guy like Johnny Juzang. If I can just give me somebody old. Just give me Mason Plumlee. Welcome to the team. I'm cheesing a little bit, but you got to do what you got to do in these challenges. And then Sandro, that way nobody on our team is under 28 except for Donovan Mitchell and Duop Reith, which I don't think is going to affect this team at all. I think we are actually much above the age limit. So if we are, I'm trading for Kelly Oubre because I think we are much above the age limit, and I'm just going to turn back and put Johnny Juzang. Welcome back to the team, bro, but you're back out. I think, and you'll give me Ricky Rubio. Boom. I think we are much above the age, so I think we're good with this. I'm gonna add everybody's ages together. I'm gonna figure out the the average. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna do this live because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We have 31 for Anthony Davis, 28 for Donovan Mitchell, 33 for Kawhi Leonard, 34 for Damian Lillard, 33 for Vucevic, 38 for Al Horford, 39 for Chris Paul, 34 for Klay Thompson, 28 for Kelly Oubre, 34 for Mason Plumlee, 33 for Robert Covington, 28 for Duop Reith, 34 for Ricky Rubio, and that is our team. So you take that and you divide it by what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players. We need to hold on one second. We got to add one more player to that. Because we are at 13, which is not a complete roster. So we're going to go to, where am I going to? Free agents. I'm just going to sign Alfred. Nope. I'm getting Derrick Rose a ring. And, he helps our age as well. So you just add 36 then on to, with Derrick Rose. And that gives you 463. I don't know if you guys can see that. But then you divide it by 14 on a team. We are at 33.07. It's backwards for you guys. But we are over the age of 33. It was 32.6, the Utah Jazz. We are 33. Our average age is 33 years old. They want to run Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Vucevic with a bench of Al Horford, Chris Paul, Kelly Oubre, and Klay Thompson with Mason Plumlee getting minutes. I don't really care about that. Our starting 5 is phenomenal. We have a phenomenal starting 5. I get we have Vucevic starting, but with all those other guys, I don't really care. Our bench of Al Horford, Chris Paul, Kelly Oubre, Klay Thompson, I think is good enough for 1 year. I really do think it's good enough for 1 year. System proficiency is 5-star balanced. Hey, you got a team of all 90 plus overalls to do 5 stars. I didn't even try to do that. Shot tendencies, we're gonna just make sure these guys are taking shots because these are our star players. We need them taking shots. Especially even off the bench. Al Horford, Chris Paul, you guys got to be taking your shots because it's what you're on a team for. Game 1 against the Los Angeles Clippers, we win by 14 against Luka, by the way. Kawhi has a good game. Yeah, I feel super confident. Let's go to the trade deadline. I'm probably not going to touch this team, but we'll see. We are at the trade deadline. We are 43-7, 5 games with the Clippers as the 1 seed. Listen, it's what happens when you have this star-studded starting 5, man. Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, and Vucevic. I was upset that we didn't get LeBron or Steph Curry, but damn, I think we got pretty much the best players in the league besides those 2. again, we look at age. You got LeBron, of course. We have Chris Paul. Taj Gibson's not good. I don't really care. PJ Tucker didn't really care. We have Al Horford. Kyle Lowry, but only 75 overall. Same with Jeff Green, Wesley Matthews. Like, these guys just weren't going to play for us. But, like, all, like, the really, really good guys. Kevin Durant as well probably could have fit in. But we have a lot of Brook Lopez as well. I didn't even think about Brook Lopez. What kind of season's he having? Do I trade for Brook Lopez? 10-4? Ugh. This seems so good. I don't really want to trade 12 and 8. We're having a better season for Vucevic. I mean, just, it's a great team. Donovan Mitchell being our star, he's actually our second best player now, but being like our star under 28 or under 33, like the age, whatever it is. I mean, 21, 4, and 5. He's just doing his thing at the guard spot next to Damian Lillard, 19. I mean, yeah, this team is really, really good. They have defense. We have scoring. The bench probably could be a little bit better, but like, I don't even think what do we get, right? Chris Paul, 7 and 6 pretty much. Al Horford, 6 and 5. Klay Thompson, 8 points on 37% from 3. Kelly Oubre, like, there's just not much really. The only thing I say, like, can we get Brook Lopez for Al Horford? Probably not, but if we can't get something like that, I'm fine with Al Horford being on the team, man. Like, there's Alex Caruso, but, like, we don't really need him now. I'm not even sure why I'm looking. This team is so good. We're just going to go to the end of the season. Day ends up with MVP on the 76ers. Jeremy Kane, Rookie of the Year. Jamal Murray, 6th Player of the Year. We had him on our team like 3 times, but whatever. Vic Depoy and Charlotte. Amon Thompson, Most Improved. Joel Embiid, Clutch Player of the Year. Mike Budenholzer, Coach of the Year. We went 68 and 14. The number 1 seed. I feel super confident about pretty much anybody we go up against. Spurs first round. Trey Jones, Austin Reeves, Zachary Ricochet, Amon Thompson, Diabate. Has some fun players, but I feel like we're going to kick their butts. We're up 2-0. They do win game 3. Good for them, but we're going to win in 5 to take on the 5-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves, which is Devin Booker, Jalen Green, PJ Washington, Josh Hart, Miles Turner. I guess Devin Booker and Jalen Green cannot get away from each other in the backcourt, but we had Devin Booker, so I guess we traded them there. They do win game 1 by 7. Jalen Green gives us 30. Okay, my bad, guys, my bad. We do tie the series 1-1 apiece. We go up 2-1. They tied the series 2-2. 3-2 us. This guy got a little scared. I'm not gonna lie, that got a little scary. But we are in the conference finals against the Golden State Warriors. Darius Garland, Gary Trent Jr., RJ Barrett, Tari Eason, and Kristaps Porzingis. It's a fine team, but I think we played a better team against Minnesota. So I feel pretty confident. 2-1 us, 3-1 us. We win in 5 to take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Chicago Bulls. Tyrese Halliburton, Colin Sexton, Isaac Okoro, Denny Abdia, Cat. Isaac Okoro just found himself there either way. But, I mean, it's a fun team. They do have Cat on Vucevic, which could be an issue, but they don't have an answer for anybody on their team. Colin Sexton actually gives us 28. All right, I mean, hey, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're up 2-0. Yeah, I feel we're going to sweep these boys 3-0. And I'll go ahead and simcast so we can watch it together, but Game 4, we're in Chicago. The first time they're in the finals since the Michael Jordan era. They're going to get swept by a god squad of geriatric unks. I'm just going to be honest, man. But they're so good at basketball. That is a 122-105. Anthony Davis with 25, 13, and 4 with 3 blocks. Kawhi with 21, 3, and 3. 19 from Donovan Mitchell. As the Phoenix Suns are NBA champions with Anthony Davis being your finals MVP. If you didn't watch my Suns rebuild, I'm not going to spoil it, but hey, we got it done. That's all I'm going to say. We got it done. I appreciate you guys watching this video. It seems like you guys like more of these challenge videos more when you do the rebuilds. I get it. They're probably a lot more fun to watch. But I do hope you like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and the support recently has been really, really great. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I'll see you guys later. Peace.